G'day all you wonderful people, welcome to Adventure Together. My name's Al, trail name Lookout, and today I'm going to head up some mountains. It's a little bit later than would be optimal. It's closer on to 10 o'clock. I should be about 5 hours up the mountain by now. But the weather looks good. The weather forecast says it looks good. Excited to give it another try, another shot. I've got a much lighter pack than I did yesterday as well, because yesterday I took out a pack that was going to see me be able to camp out for about 3 nights, had all of my food, everything like that, and today I've got just what I need to take me up the mountain and back, no overnight equipment, so I've got a much lighter pack. It almost feels like there's nothing in it, so I'm feeling a little bit more confident, not taking as much weight. I'm fully rested. Let's give it a shot. Now the two mountains that we're planning to hit today are Mount Belford and Mount Oxford. There is a traverse over to Missouri Mountain, which is another 14,000 foot mountain that is marked on the maps, but it's not shown at the trailhead on any of the maps. So I'm not sure whether that one's going to be viable, but we'll give it a shot. We'll check it out when we get up there. Okay, we're about an hour in to the hike. I don't think I've come much further than about 2 miles. Been pretty slow going. I've had to stop quite a few times to catch my breath. I've gone through quite a lot of water. I've just come up to this stream, and I'm going to take a little rest to refill my water bottle before I proceed. That should do it. Try and get back over this. Found this old shell of a cabin. Looks like some people have left their gear here while they've gone up the mountain. Well, that's our first look at Mount Belford up there. Man, it doesn't matter how close you come to it and how much hiking you've done. These 14 still look huge. I don't know if you can get it in the camera there, but it's looks imposing. Well, this is our fork in the road. We go left to Mount Belford and we go right to Missouri Mountain. And the aim was Belford, stretch goal to Oxford if the weather permits. And then if the weather is good enough and the trail is good enough, we might get over to Missouri Mountain today. But Belford is the aim for today, and that's where we're heading. That way. That wind is starting to get bitter, so I've chucked on my rain jacket because it's not as warm as my puffy. My puffy would make me overheat, but it does cut down on the amount of wind chill getting through. It's not foolproof, but it's doing about 90% of the work. You can see someone coming down from Missouri Mountain there. And if we turn, you can see the trail going off up the gulch. Whereas this is what I've got to contend with. I think I chose the wrong route. Well, quick little water break, and just checked out how close I am to the peak. It's 2,000 feet of climbing. So given my current pace, that's probably about 27 hours. No, not too long. Hopefully maybe 2 hours, 1,000 feet an hour. And if you can't hear it through the microphone, the wind is blowing. It is really battering me. I just passed a couple of gentlemen coming down the mountain who said that they planned to do Oxford today, but it was way too windy, so unless the wind dies down by the time I get to the peak, probably won't be hitting Oxford today. I just stopped for a breather and I noticed that I can see a herd of mountain goats on the opposite ridge, but they're really far away, but you can still see them on top of the ridge. Man, it's crazy that they're up right in the middle of the wind. Okay, it's just gone 1 o'clock. It's very bitter up here. The wind is howling. I've chucked my gloves on so that I can keep my hands out of my pockets and keep using my trekking poles. They're really the only thing keeping me going at the moment. Wow, that wind is strong. I'm at 13,630 feet roughly, 500 feet from the summit, and it's getting hard to even string 100 steps together, keep counting in my head and losing count. I'm at 20, 30, was I at 50? Man, it's so tough. I can't get over how tough it is coming from sea level to this. Man. Oh well, nothing worth gaining was ever easy, so we've got to keep going. 500 feet. At this rate, I don't know how long it's going to take. We've seen our first bit of snow on the trail. We've seen lots of snow beside the trail, but first on the trail. There she is. Not far to go now. Here we go. That is the survey marker that denotes we're at the top. Wow. Finally made it. And this is the view that we get as a reward. Whew. The last little bit was in snow, but we got through it. Man. Climbing these mountains is such a tough test, but I'm so glad I've made it up here. That huge mountain there is Mount Harvard. We were there yesterday. And off to our left is Mount Oxford. It's a fair bit of a drop in between and then a climb up, but we're going to give it a shot, seeing as the weather is nice. The wind is howling, as I said, but it's staying clear. This descent between the two mountains is no mean feat. It's pretty tough. We've got snow, we've got scree, we've got wet mud, loose rocks. It's a tough one. And look at that, the amazing colours we've got off to the side of the saddle. Man, it's so beautiful. Second mountain of the day done. Survey marker says Mount Oxford. And that is where we came from. So we're back on top of Belford, coming back out the way we came, and it looks like there's a pretty gnarly electrical storm coming in. I got to get off this ridge. I got to get back down into that valley ASAP. I do not want to get caught in a lightning storm up here. That's crazy. How quickly that just developed in the space of minutes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've descended, I think, about 3,000 feet, and I really gave it all I could to get down. Self-preservation kicked up to 100%, and fortunately it's cleared up. Just after the last clip, it started snowing on top, but it's not as bad. Hail is the bad sign as far as I know. I may be wrong, but yeah, when it started snowing, I just had to get out of there as quickly as possible. But now my legs are jelly and I can't go very fast anymore. I'm going just as fast down, or slow should I say, as I came up the slope. I'm not worn out the way I was by coming up the slope, but yeah, the legs are completely jelly. Just got to the pleasant part of the descent. It's not as steep at all. A few rocks around, but still much better graded. And we're back amongst these aspen leaves and these bushes that have turned yellow, and it doesn't feel real. Such a beautiful place, and regardless of success or not 14ers, you can't be mad when you're hiking amongst this. Home sweet home. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back at the car, and I'm feeling absolutely exhausted. My legs are like jelly, my knees are screaming, and I'm out of breath completely. I won't say it was as tough going down as going up, it definitely wasn't, but it wasn't easy either. Bit of a shame that I didn't get to take in Missouri Mountain today. Unfortunately, that storm came in quick, and it's just foolish to be anywhere close to up high when there's a storm coming in Colorado. Man, people get killed out here all the time, so yeah, I'm not braving my life just to go peak bagging. But I love setting myself challenges, and to knock off 2 14ers in a day, can't complain at that. 2 14,000 foot mountains, and really was a struggle. Out of breath for a lot of it. Felt like my legs had no energy whatsoever, but we made it, and back down here all safe and well. Tonight's plan is to cook myself some dinner, read up on what mountain would be a good one to climb tomorrow, and then see about going close to whichever mountain it is and try and park up there for the night. It was definitely a tough day, but not as tough as yesterday. Yesterday I felt completely ill afterwards. Today I feel like once I recover I'll be ready for another one. So I guess that's all I have for you today. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.